Let's work on the second problem now. So it's given that Andrew will be half as old as Larry in 3 years. So it means they're talking about the future, right? So in future, Andrew will be half as old as Larry in 3 years. So let's say today, this is today. Today, let's say Andrew is A years old and Larry is L years old, right? So in 3 years, now we'll write the situation after 3 years. Today plus 3 years. So Andrew will be half as old as Larry in 3 years. So in 3 years, Andrew's age will be A plus 3 and Larry's age will be L plus 3. Also, they have given that Andrew will be, which is A plus 3, will be half as old as Larry, L plus 3. So you got this equation. In 3 years we figure out the ages of Andrew and Larry, and then we use this condition, which is Andrew will be half as old as Larry in 3 years. This is the age of the Larry after 3 years. This is the age of Andrew after 3 years. So we have this equation. Let's simplify this further. Let's take this 2 to the numerator. 2 is in denominator. It will go to numerator when we take it to the other side. So it will become 2 times A plus 3 is equal to what is left on the right side? L plus 3. So if we simplify it further, 2A plus 2 times 3 is 6 is equal to L plus 3. If we take 3 to the other side, here it is plus, it will become minus. So 2A plus 6 minus 3 is equal to L. Right? So 2A plus 6 minus 3 is 3. 2A plus 3 is equal to L. Let's say this is one equation we are having. Right? This is one relationship we figured out between A and L by using the first statement in the problem. Let's look at the second statement. Andrew will also be 1/3 as old as Jerome. Oh, now they're talking about one more person, Jerome, here. So let's put here that Jerome's age today is J, and in 3 years it will be J plus 3, just for the sake of completion, right? So Andrew will also be 1/3 as old as Jerome in 5 years. Now they are talking about further 5 years. Today plus 5 years. They are saying that Andrew will be, so how much will be Andrew in 5 years? A plus 5 will be 1/3 as old as Jerome in 5 years. So how much will be Jerome? J plus 5. J is the age of Jerome today. So Andrew will be in 5 years. What will be the situation? Andrew will be A plus 5, will also be 1/3 as old as Jerome in 5 years. 1/3 J plus 5. This is the second equation. Let's take 3 to other side to simplify it. 3A plus 5 into 3. So here it is dividing, here it will get multiplied. 5 3 is the 15 equal to J plus 5. So 3A, if the 5 is plus here, we take it to the other side, it will subtract. 10 minus 5 is equal to J. So 3A plus 10 is equal to J. This is the second relationship, but we have a new variable here, J. So let's check out what they say in the third statement. So they are saying if Jerome is 15 years older than Larry, how old is Andrew? Now they are telling the relationship between today's relationship between Jerome and Larry. So today there's a relation between J and L. So today J is equal to Sorry for the little inconvenience. So today, if we check today, J is 15 years older than Larry. So J is equal to 15 plus L. So this is the third equation. So we have three variables and three equations. So we can find the value of all three variables. So how will we do that? So what we are told to find, we have to find the age of Andrew, right? So let's put this equation third over here so that we have one relation between A and L, and we already have another relation between A and L. We can use those two equations to solve for A and L. So if we put the value of J in the second equation, it will become 3A plus 10 is equal to J is 15 plus L. So basically, if I take this 10 to the right side, 3A will be 15 minus 10. 15 minus 10 is 5 plus L. So let's say this is the fourth equation. Now if we have to solve between equation 1 and equation 4, let's move to up here. So from equation 1 we are given that L is equal to 2A plus 3. Let me write this again, 2A plus 3, and from the fourth equation we are given that 3A is equal to 5 plus L. So let's put this value of L over here so that we have a single equation in A only. 3A is equal to 5 plus, what is the value of L from above equation? 2A plus 3. Now if we take this 2A to the other side, it will be 3A minus 2A is equal to, and we add 5 with 3, it will be 5 plus 3 is 8. So A is equal to 8. So the Andrew's age today is 8, and we can put, if they had asked us to find the age of Larry and Jerome as well, we can put this value of A is equal to 8 in other equations, and we could find the values of ages of Larry and Jerome. So that's how you have to go. First you write the today's age and then see what they have asked in the question, like 3 years later, 5 years later, or if they had asked given us about the past as well, like 5 years ago, 10 years ago. This is the way to go, right? So you understood how we have to solve the word problems. Thank you so much. We'll continue with more problems.